Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel. If you're new, hello, my name is Rennie. It is so good to meet you, and if you're returning, hi, welcome back. I miss you and hope you're doing well. So, as you can tell by the title, we are doing what I would wear if, a big if, I was going to Coachella this year. So yeah, let's just get into it. So basically, a little disclaimer, the way this video is going to be set up is I haven't done a lookbook in a while. So we're going to start off with me showing all of the pieces I have. I have a giant pile right here, and then we're going to talk about them, where I got them. Most of the stuff is thrifted. So this is just kind of to give you ideas, because weekend 2 is literally coming up. I'm filming this Thursday, have to rush, edit it, post it by tomorrow, so crazy. But also by at the end, if you're not a person that likes to listen to the in-depth stuff, I get you completely. We'll have a little timestamp or a little, moment down below in the description so that you know when the actual montage part is. I don't know why I put it in quotes. The montage at the end of just the outfits, the fits together. You get what I mean? You get me? Yeah, let's just get started. So yeah, I did my makeup for this video because I felt so busted today. Yeah, so I just feel like Coachella vibes are always very just freckles, fake freckles, real freckles, whatever you got. Sun-kissed look, but I'm very pale, so it's a different look for me personally. But yeah, so I genuinely am not going to Coachella. I do not have the funds or the time, honestly, to go to Coachella, and that's completely fine. I have a friend that's actually working the merch tent out there, and I am getting Coachella merch. I'm getting one shirt. You can see it in some way, some form, some shape of form in my content one day. But yeah, so to get into it, I kind of just created what I feel like Coachella means to me. So I have a lot of looks, a lot. But I think we're gonna go in with a fun one first. So this skirt, look at the detailing, number one. Funny enough, made this skirt. It is completely see-through, sheer. You can't really see through it, but you can at the same time. I actually wore this for a photo shoot, so if you do follow me on Instagram, link, go check it out if you haven't. I have this in one of my headshot photos, but I decided to pair this long skirt. It kind of goes down to your ankles wise. I decided to pair this since it's so lightweight with, and you're out in the desert. So I would put black little shorts on. I got these from Kohl's. Target has some of these. These I did not thrift. Oh yeah, also the fabric, I got this from Joann's Fabric, and then I actually made it for what's it called? A project that I had in college, which is crazy to say because that feels so long ago, yet it's not. So yeah, that would be the bottoms. I would also pair this with a boot, a Doc or a combat boot. I'm not somebody that, I guess it's just because I've broken in my Doc Martens pretty solid. They don't feel weird wearing them a lot. They don't give me blisters or anything. So I could wear those things forever, ever. But also, I do have, you will see in the montage, I do have other boots that give me a little bit more of a platform, and those are zip-ups on the sides, and they're from Walmart. They were 20-something bucks, and they're super comfy as well, and they give you a little bit more arch support if you struggle with that. So getting into the next item, this is a wrap around shirt. So it crosses and ties in the back, but it's basically just this color, and I don't know if you can tell, but we have a blue theme in the skirt. We have some light blue, and the light blues kind of match. So I felt like that would be cute. And also we have this darker blue, and that goes into adding layers because I've been seeing a lot of people layer, but I also really love layering. I love layering in more of the sense of it's like cold outside or like street aesthetic. Like I feel like I always layer like a t-shirt, a baggy tee over like a long sleeved tight shirt. I don't know why. I just always see myself doing that. It might just be a dancer thing, but I don't know. I just feel like I gravitate towards that a lot more than I used to. So that's how my style's been evolving. But if I'm like gonna sweat my ass out, questionable word choice, sweat my arse off, I would, layer in a different way. So I got this bikini top. It's from Target. I love how I said like half of this is thrifted. There are thrifted items, I promise. But obviously mixed in. I try to like take from what I have in my closet. Like I bought this bikini top, like no joke, like 3 years ago. So haven't changed it. I've been, in love because I'm pale and I think that this goes really well. But also if you're tan, I think having like a neon like pop, with another pop, like I just feel like this is a vibe, especially because the skirt is so dark that you just need some like oomph to it. And I will be pairing this with gold jewelry, so you'll be seeing that in a little bit. So that is number 1. I have no clue who's like playing. I think Justin Bieber's playing, and that's all. Oh, Cat's Eye. See, like I genuinely tell you, like I would be so unprepared. I went to Lollapalooza like in 2022. That was phenomenal. Literally the best thing I think best concert or like festival. It was very organized. I've been hearing a lot of tea with this one, but yeah, it was really fun, and I made actually a lookbook as well that I will link down below if you're looking for some more fun things. That's a little bit older, but I still I think I pulled fits. I will give myself credit. So the next one is kind of like something that you could make more. I would say this one's like more like layering, and hear me out. There's a lot of different patterns that are going together, but just sit with me with this, okay? So we're gonna start off. These pants are so cool. I got them from an antique kind of thrift mall type shop on the East Coast before I moved. They're kind of giving bohemian because they got this like little like weird layer on them. Like it's kind of like a skirt on top. And then they're like black and gray and white. And then they got these ties on the sides. So I felt like this was very desert, deserty. And to pair that with, I would obviously still go with my Docs because I just feel like it's solid. It's a solid base. So underneath the shirt would be this. I have shown you guys this. I have this. I'm bringing both of them into this haul. So this one is a black lacy florally type situation. I think it's so cute. I love layering things. When I first got this, and I first got the white one that you guys will be seeing in a little bit, well, it's like kind of cream, but like you'll be seeing it in a little bit. I was obsessed with them and putting them underneath like sweaters or like shirts because they're just so breathable, but they're also really cute. And you could have this be like a shirt, don't get me wrong, but I like layering them underneath because I like things that cover my arms in a sense, which is weird because I have tattoos on my arms. But like sometimes I just, I want to block out the sun a little bit. So if you're looking for like more vampiric type vibe, this is like what we're doing. So that underneath, follow me. Then I thrifted this. This was supposed to be a big shirt, but I've worn it as a dress. I'm 5'2", so I don't have a lot I'm working with when it comes to height-wise. But This has flowers on it as well. And it's like a V-neck, and it kind of just hangs loosely off of you. It doesn't really have a shape, but it's also very breathable. So if you don't want to have something underneath, let it free. But I like that this has flowers, and then it's tying into the flowers. You see where I'm at? And then like underneath is this cool, like weird, trippy, like, oh my God, there's so many layers. What's going on, you know? I thought that would be really cool. And you'll see. Honestly, I heard the Strokes are there, and I heard there's like this giant, like, problematic thing between like just where like the scheduling of like stages. And I heard like a lot of people that don't listen to the Strokes were at the stage where like Justin Bieber was gonna perform like afterwards. So like a lot of people didn't really know. And then I heard the lead singer of the Strokes made like a funny joke and was like, I didn't know I'd ever be opening up for Justin Bieber. Which, if you know the Strokes, they've been around longer than Justin Bieber. Like, they walk so Bieber could run. You know what I mean? I think that's kind of funny. We always love a good sense of humor. We always love a little beef. And it's like literally not beef because it's just funny. But yeah, so that would be, you know, kind of more alternative, vampy core. I love a good moment with that. I don't think anybody doesn't. Especially when you're in like the desert and you're like dark and mysterious. I feel like I feel like that'd eat. So the next one is this one. I had kind of trouble figuring out which exact shirt I wanted to put with it. So I'm gay, and if you're new, there you go, you got a little sprinkle in. So I feel like a lot of people are always like, mask or femme, or like, what are you? Are you like STEM? Are you like in the middle? And then like, those terms, number one, have been completely not like actually what they really mean if you look them up contextually. But if we're going on those stereotypes, I would say I kind of fall in the in-between. I really do feel like I'm more comfortable in my femininity, especially like realizing like my identity and all of that, my like sexuality and like all that journey. But I also do think that I rep kind of more of an assertive vibe, as I look down saying that. More of an assertive vibe. Like, I feel like I can, you know, be like, you know, I don't know. But hold that. So we're gonna start with the pants because I fucking love these pants. Okay, these look like they've been worn so many times. I got these from, I'm pretty sure Target. It's crazy. Yeah, did I get these from Target? I think I did. And I'm not like a jeans person. So these are like literally at your hip level jeans. I have posted on Instagram so many times with these. Almost like you thrifted them. Like they've been loved. And I love clothes that look like they've been worn. I think that's why I thrift so much, and just all of that. Like, it's funny because literally everything I'm wearing today, I'm wearing like these like little like shorts, like workout shorts, and then like this sweater and this t-shirt, like literally all were thrifted. So like, I love things that feel like they've been loved, if that makes any sense. So when I see something that is from the store and looks like that, I'm obviously gonna gravitate towards it regardless, because it has an old vibe to it. And I also really wanted camo pants. So these are the piece de resistance. Going with that, I used to, when I was in, what's it called? When I was in college, we had this festival called Bloom. If you live in like the VA area, or like Winchester to be exact, they have this festival called Apple Blossom, or they call it Bloom, or like, it's a college thing, but also it's a town thing, and Winchester is very, very small. In Virginia, like Virginia is a pretty big like state. So my mom got this for me. I don't even want to say my mom got this for me, and I was like, in love with it because it's like this just little lace. It wraps around the top and then ties around the back. So I think it's very festive. I've worn a tube top underneath this in past vlogs. I think when I first got like my little rain cloud tattoo, but yeah, so I've had this for a while. I don't know if she thrifted or got it from somewhere. My mom usually thrifts, like we're thrifting buddies, but yeah, so this used to have padding and I cut the padding out because I don't like how the boobs looked on it. So I would wear this, and honestly, this is where you have an option. So this would be the more femme. And I say that in light quotes because if you're a girl that's an androgynous baddie, like do your thing. So I used to have this jean, what's it called? Jean dress, and I hated the dress. I really tried really hard to love it, and I hated it. So one day I cut it to my waist, and it became this like mechanic looking retro situation. And so I would wear this as like kind of a cover up if you wanted to cover from the sun, your back or whatever. I would wear this. But also you could, I don't know, button it up and still give, you know, oomph, you know. Also, I've had this hat forever. This is from, I want to say this is from LL Bean. I really do. This was my dad's. He gave it to me. Well, he gave it to my mom and then she gave it to me. So it's been passed down. Again, very sun-kissed. Just very like, you know, and covers your head from the sun, and who wouldn't want that? So that's one outfit. But going back with those same pants, if you don't want to wear a crop top or tube top or whatever, you can wear a muscle tee. I have this one that I got from Hot Topic. It looks like it's been worn a lot. It has been, but also I love repurposing my old band t-shirts. I used to really love listening to Nirvana when I was in middle school. And honestly, I mean, I still like, if it's on, I'm gonna listen to it. But this one I got when I was in middle school going through my like really alternative phase, and yeah, I think this is really cute, and it used to be a t-shirt, but then I cut it as a muscle shirt. So then getting into the next outfit. So your girl is obsessed with bikini tops, and yeah, this one I actually ripped out the padding of. You can see in the inside, I ripped it out. But I got this from Target as well. And it's kind of like a sunset type situation. Just like, it's like, what's it called? It's supposed to be like this. It's kind of like faded. It reminded me of the lesbian pride flag. I literally got this for Pride, which is really funny. But I got this, and this is kind of like the piece where you're like, whoa. Because I've been seeing a lot of people like shying away from color at Coachella. Like, I've either seen people really, really colorful, my throat, or really, really like monochrome, you know? My throat's been dry all day. But yeah, so this is like kind of like to throw some things together. So that would be underneath this beauty that I thrifted. So it's literally over the shoulder, like you just throw it on, and it's literally like kind of like a shawl type thing. It reminds me of the desert. I'm not even gonna lie to you. It reminds me of the desert. It drapes over. It's cute. It's fun. I would pair this outfit, BT dubs, with Docs or combat boots because you're in the desert. Be rock and roll. And then I actually thrifted these as well. These are waisties as well. I thrifted these from Goodwill a while back for work, funny enough. I don't work there anymore, but I used to work at a country club, and these are really cute, but also they go really well with, who would have thought, And so having that like pop of color underneath. Also, I've been seeing a lot of people do this thing where they like are having like a moment, you know, like a chic little moment. So it really can be worn a lot of ways. And unfortunately, our last outfit, I feel like every time I do a video like this, I like speed run. Like, I just feel like I have so much, you know, like passion to give, but it's like true. Like, I genuinely like think that this is so cool. And I love making like outfits and creative liberties and creative expression. So yeah, getting into the last outfit. This one is funny because I literally just wore this piece, like this shirt that I got from this boutique on the East Coast. Sadly, I haven't been able to like go thrifting out here yet. I know, it's crazy, I know. But I just haven't had time, and it like is weird to say that because I feel like, I don't know, I feel like I have my own routine over there, and now I like am creating a new routine, which is exciting in a different way and really cool, but also like overwhelming at times. And also on top of it, I like don't think of like, oh, I could go thrifting. Like, you know what I mean? I don't know, it's weird. I feel like I've been getting rid of clothes, kind of, like more shoes. So, but yeah. So anyways, this last outfit, I'm gonna show you the start. So, this one, I wore her literally yesterday to go see my friend because their birthday, it was yesterday, and they're the one that's working at Coachella, so shout out if you see this. And I wore this to their birthday dinner, and it's just a cute little like, I am a sucker for a v-neck. I'm a sucker for anything with like a little you know, little zhuzh right there and like a little situation. So I've worn this as a dress. It's a pretty big, like, well, not big, long, like looking thing. I got this for like, no joke, like 15 bucks. And boutiques, I'm not even gonna lie to you, they always like upcharge things because obviously it's vintage. And so it's like, well, no shit, you're gonna do that. But I saw this and I ran with it. So you really could wear this with just shorts underneath and just it as it is. I also have bought this from Goodwill with that black one I showed you guys. This one weirdly has kind of like a stain on it. I'm just gonna have to like, I guess, rewash it because I did not notice that, and it doesn't usually have that. So I don't know what I was doing. It kind of looks like makeup, I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, it's just a cream, you know, type vibe. But you could wear that underneath that as just one outfit. Or you could wear that beautiful long shirt and you could go long shirt with a beautiful skirt. I don't know where that left off because my camera overheated. Anyways, but having like a long skirt moment with like some docks, and then if you really want to layer, you could put this even underneath this shirt. But I honestly feel like, you know, be free on the upper half, you know. And also like even the sweater I was wearing, I took it off because I got a little too hot. This like I thrifted. I just like threw it on when I was out with my friends the other night, and just like having kind of a like little, you know, little cardigan, little moment. It's a lot easier. But yeah, that is for the portion of this video talking through the haul. And now we will be getting into the next portion, which is the try-on montage. So I will be throwing in like jewelry and such. I will list like where I got it from if I do know where it's from. But if not, then it's ambiguous. ambiguous, yeah. So yeah. So much for watching this week's video. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe down below to see more of my content in the future. And I hope you have an amazing day or night or wherever you are. If you were at Coachella, please hydrate, please don't die, please post cute pics, and don't eat that gross pizza. Okay, yeah, I love you. Peace.